All right, so for this assignment, you're going to take everything that you were learning in the previous part of the lesson, everything about balance sheet for the company and also the income statement as well. We're really taking what we've learned about profit and starting applying it to a real business scenario. So you're going to research at least two different promotional items. Um, and what do we mean by promotional items? I put a couple of links on the assignment here. Um, Promotional items can range to t-shirts, hats, stationery, notebooks. You can get a little bit more specific with hats, vests, stress balls. There's been a lot of examples over the years. So all of these links here are links to companies that sell promotional items that you can research. In the past, here's an example. This was one that was done by a class a few years ago. These are sticky wallets that would go back or go on the back of your phone, and you could put your ID, credit cards, cash. But as you can see, also they're customized to this group's target audience, which was obviously GBS students. All right, so what you want to do is you're going to design and purchase from one of these online wholesalers that are here. These products should be customized to who you think your customer is, and then develop a plan to resell them to an intended target market. Ultimately, creating a little mini business plan to demonstrate the effectiveness of your plan. Right. So if I go back to this website here, and I'm going to start with apparel, and gives you a lot of options. There's probably too many options, but I don't know. Maybe you want to do sweatshirts. Right? You can pick from various qualities, obviously a higher quality or more materials or different materials. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. Um, so let's say maybe I pick this one here. I got lots of colors to choose from, but not only that, I can also choose the quantity that I want to sell, and I will get the ability, or it will give me the ability to customize my imprints. Okay, so maybe I want to make these for the freshman class. Maybe I want to make these for all of the athletes at GBS. Maybe I want to make them for a particular market within the community. Maybe I have an idea for my own brand or my own logo that I want to include on there. So again, maybe I pick the red one and I'm going to choose a quantity. We want to stick to a quantity somewhere in the range of, I would say, 150 to 200. Depending on the item, it might only be in round lots of hundreds, 200s, 300. So anything around 150 to 200. And then once you decide on your sizes, then you can go ahead and click customize. It will allow you to upload some artwork. So you can download those logos from the internet, or again, if you have a logo that you want to use, you can include that as well. Okay? All right, so what are we going to do with all of this? Well, our goal, again, is to not just buy these promotional items. We want to buy them and then we want to resell them for a higher price than what we paid. Um, the selling price for these items should be in the range of between $5 and $15 with a margin of at least 50%. Okay, now the sweatshirts are probably going to be a little bit different because it's going to cost me, if I buy 288 sweatshirts, it's going to cost me $14.75. So I'm going to obviously have to sell it for more than $15 if I want to make that minimum margin of 50 cents. So again, depending on how expensive your product is, your selling price could change. Okay, so now that I have my product, I've done some research, I figured out we want to start to put together that plan and to see what my profit potential is. Again, the name of the project is Profit Potential. So I'm going to try and estimate how much money could I make if I chose one of these promotional items. You're actually going to research two. Okay. All right. So here's what I did. I just kind of made up a simple example. And I said, okay, I bought some doohickey promotional item from forimprint.com. They tell me that if I buy 250 units, that it's going to cost me 49 cents per unit. So my cost for my cost for 250 units is going to be $122.50. Shipping fees and other costs that are added on as you go through the customization process total $39. So my total cost to buy 250 of these units would be $161.50. I divide that by 250, so that gives me $64 uh, of total cost per unit. Now, I'm going to say I just made this up, and I'm going to say that I can sell these things for $5. So if I sell them for $5 and I sell all 250 of them, that would give me a projected revenue of 1,250. My potential profit per unit, I could make a potential profit of $4.36. Now, this is the key thing here. We have to have this margin. This number has to be at least 50%. We want this number to be as high as possible. If you're still unsure about what that margin calculation is, I encourage you to go back to the previous part of the lesson and review. And then, so here, this shows me what my total potential profit is. So if I sold all 250 of these promotional items, uh, and I profited $4.36 on each unit, my profit for the business would be $1,090. Okay, so I want to take that, and again, I want to create a little mini business plan. We're going to use Canva for this to demonstrate the effectiveness of your plan. Obviously, feel free to include pictures of the items. You can do screenshots, or you can download images. Um, but again, this should incorporate all of the things that I showed you here in this sample, from costs, both cost per unit, but also shipping costs. But again, the most important thing are these last two here, where we want to see what is the potential margin per unit, and then also what is the potential profit in total. Okay, again, remember, we're researching two promotional items. We need to have some type of intended audience or customer for our product.